See, whiteness is based on this idea that this is a skin color and not a lack of skin color, right? This idea that we should be fighting to dominate this earth instead of learning to love one another. This idea that the indigenous and aboriginal people who we want to use to raise our children, to care for our sick, to farm our lands, who we want to use for their minds, math, science, and all of these things are lesser than us because we can manipulate systems that create social structures that put us at the top and usurping finances, which is a made up social construct, out of their work and labor. And then we use media and our education systems to design thought patterns that make us think we're better than them because we've dominated them. Yet we're unhappy because we're not them, because we can't connect to them, because no matter what we do, they still seem to have more joy than we do. But we're also hurting them, and we're hurting their culture. And we've done so many things to try and make our narratives cause them to behave the way we have behaved for hundreds of years. And now, yes, they're fighting one another, hurting one another. Now we can use those images of that to make them seem like they can only take their own anger out on themselves if they want to get away with taking anger out on anyone. So, how do we heal that? How do we start to appreciate the value of any other culture, the ones that have been contributing the most? Because we're not stopping our desire to dominate anybody until we can take accountability for ourselves and start to uplift those we've been trained to destroy. Nobody black and brown led countries have been trying to dominate white folks. But white folks go into black and brown led countries and try to get them to dominate their own people to feed our success. That is mental illness. If you don't see it as mental illness, then you're part of that illness. And you're not happy, and you're going to say some mean things online and feel strong because you haven't learned the power of loving yourself and how to love others and what the results are going to be like. We don't have that experience of what is the results going to be like of just caring and sharing for one another in a level that's macroeconomic, where we can just share the planet and not try